Welcome back to Chuck14, and we're here again to take a look at another Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure, and it's from Spiderman Homecoming, Marvel's The Vulture. Let's check this guy out. And here's the packaging for the Marvel's Vulture from the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, and I'm really excited for this figure, not only because it's gonna work well with the Marvel Legends figures, but it's also gonna work well with the G.I. Joe classified figures, as you can see. And if it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you can be notified of any new updates, new videos of my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and all the good stuff. And now back on with the video. As you can see, it's got a military looking costume and it's really awesome. So taking a look at the packaging, you can see through the window that awesome figure, and then you have the Spider-Man logo on the top. You have an awesome artwork of the Vulture here on the side, same thing on the other side. And then at the back of the figure you have another amazing artwork of Marvel's Vulture with some readouts and the full figure itself, and it's a really big spread of wings, which is really awesome. So you want to take a look at the UPC code or whatever. So that's it for the packaging for Marvel's The Vulture. Let's get this thing out of its packaging. And here we've got the Marvel's Vulture out of the box, and boy is this guy awesome. And I have the wings folded up because it's a really big wingspan, but if we spread it out you can see how big that wingspan is. And bring in the Falcon for comparison. So if you think the Falcon's wingspan was wide, you got another thing coming. So it doesn't even pale in comparison on how big the Vulture's wingspan is.
That's what she said.
So let's take a closer look at the figure himself before we take a look at the accessories. So let's take a closer look at his head sculpt over here. So that's how Michael Keaton's helmet was in the movie. So we don't have the unmasked or no helmet Vulture. We have the hose here for the oxygen intake. It's a really great looking figure, as you can see there. And then you see on the jacket, you have the jacket that he had in the movie, so it really looks awesome. So you got a lot of great painted details on the back, the silvers, and then the green and the silver gold paint details continue on the belt. And as you can see, I've already attached one of his accessories on his one arm, and we'll attach the other later. And then you can see on the legs as well the great details. You have the metal supports for the legs so he can support himself in the movie, because it's a really heavy Vulture backpack and wings for the Vulture, so that's why he had these metal supports. And as you can see, it's really awesome on the feet as well, because he's got heel supports so he wouldn't fall over, so the figure wouldn't fall over when the wings of the Vulture is attached to him. It's a really awesome figure. Now let's take a look at this guy's articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, so the head can turn 360, can look down that much, can look up not too much because it's hindered by the back here. And as you can see, the helmet is hindered by this jacket piece. And then the arm can turn around 360, can move out. It's a little bit stiff on mine. It move out that far. And you have the bicep swivel as well. And then you have the double jointed elbows, as you can see here. And then you have an ab crunch, which is really nice. And then you have a waist swivel, so he can turn around 360. He can kick forward that far, kick backward not much because of hindered by the butt piece. And then you have the double jointed knee, as you can see here. It's pinless but still has the double jointed articulation, but it's just hindered by the back piece of his leg over here. And then on the ankles you have up and down movement, which is really stiff, and it can understand because he needs it for balance when he's having the wings attached. And then you also have the rocker joint here on the legs, which are really awesome. And I forgot the fists. On the fist you have a swivel, and you have up and down movement as well. It's a really awesome figure, and the articulation is awesome as well. And now it's time to take a look at his accessories, and the first is on the, and for his helmet you have this face mask or glass cover for the helmet, so you just clip it on. So you can see you have this slot over here where the glass panel can, or the face mask can snap onto. So that's how the Vulture would look like with the face mask on. And it really reminds me of a fighter plane pilot like in Top Gun. It really looks awesome. So I hope Hasbro for the G.I. Joe classified line does this, because it's a really awesome figure for a pilot. Here he is with standing with Duke, and he really looks like General Hawk for me, or a fighter pilot figure as well. This guy will primarily be displayed with my G.I. Joes because they really look awesome together. And then for his other accessories, just pop off the hand like that. So once you have it off, you can slide this in and then just pop the hand back on. So once you have the hand back in, so that's how it's gonna look like. And the last accessory is the remote control, or the controls for the Vulture Wings. So that's how it looks like. Got some gold paint details and then some silver, and then on this metal arm you have some gold paint as well. So it really looks awesome. So you can just put it on his hand and he can hold it. Well, I guess I had it the wrong way. So the long part of the accessory would be on the bottom part, so it can be connected to the bottom part of this elbow piece as well. So that's how it's gonna look like, and he's ready to put on the Vulture Wings. So let's take a look at the Vulture's wings. And I really love how they included a stand for the wings, because you can display the wings without the figure, and it really looks awesome. So you can also take it off. So taking a closer look for the details on the wings, so you can see the sculpted details, how awesome they made these wings for the Vulture. And then you see the rotor blades, and these are also articulated because they can spin. Then they can also move in another circular motion as well. It's really awesome. And then the wings are articulated here and here as well as here, so it can go up and down, and then as well in and out. It really looks awesome. This is my favorite accessory ever for a Marvel figure, and as you can see there, this part is also articulated, so it can move in and out as well. And the thing is, just be careful with this clips here. As you can see, there's already stress marks on the wings, so be careful because it might snap off. And as you can see here as well, there's already some stress marks, so I'm really scared about this wings, so I'm not gonna articulate them all the time. You also see this peg, which will also attach to the back of the figure. And then turning the wings around, you can see there's a lot of the green paint, just like on the color of his pants. So really great figures. You can see the rotor blades are painted the blue. Then there's this booster effect of blue on the back. It really looks awesome. And then now it's time we attach this to the figure. So you just peg it onto his back. As you can see there, there's a peg hole, and the wings really attach securely to his back. It won't fall off. And as you can see, you have the Vulture with his wings now, and he just stands up fine. It really looks awesome. My favorite Marvel Legend in my collection as of now. I used to like this Iron Spider figure a lot because of its articulation and how awesome he looks like, and how close his face looks like Tom Holland. But this guy just beats him out of the park. And while we're at it, it's time we take a look at some size comparisons. So you have the Iron Spider here. So that's how they look together. And then I have my Spiderman Homecoming as well. So that's the first Spider-Man figure for my MCU collection. And of course, I have the Falcon, so for comparison for the wings and how they look together. And of course, I've shown you before the G.I. Joe classified Duke and how he looks like with my General Hawk. So that has been my review for the Marvel Legends Marvel's The Vulture. A really awesome figure, my favorite in my collection right now, and I really love how this figure will work well with Marvel Legends as well as the G.I. Joe classified line, how he looks like, really militaristic, and how awesome these wings are. I cannot say much or cannot say anything else, but I'm really happy with the wings and how he looks like. And his helmet just looks like the helmet from Top Gun, and I really love this figure. 10 out of 10 for me. If you see him, grab him. And this has been BubbaChuck14. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and stay tuned for another video. And this has been BubbaChuck14. As always, celebrate life, be a miracle.